What's
I
the
don't
most
do well with
chaotic
these
thing
things.
in your notes app?
Good Lord have mercy. That's why it's a big deal to write your stuff in notes. I'm going back to my journal because, yeah, notes, dude, oh my gosh. My soul's in
I
there. It's like the worst, like, I'm like, yeah, it's bad. I mean, it's not, it's just chaos is in there, order's in there, peace and tranquility, but yeah.
What's up, guys? We're dreamers, we're moms, and welcome to the Mommy Artist Podcast. Now let's get creatively unhinged. Today on the Mommy Artist Podcast, we're welcoming someone whose presence doesn't just enter a room, it shifts the energy of it. Sara Acker is cosmic, mystical, grounding, and electric all at once. She's one of those rare people who feels like a warm light and a wildfire at the same time. It's so true. Her story starts in the sweetest, most humble way, singing with her parents in church, learning early that music could carry spirit, emotion, and connection. Then an almost accidental band with her brother turned into Inhabited, one of the most popular Christian rock bands of the early 2000s, a movement that genuinely touched people and offered something healing. But before the stage lights, she was already out in the world. As a teenager, Sara was traveling to Russia to help communities in need, discovering the power of human connection long before she stepped into a studio. And somewhere along the way, she realized music wasn't just songs, it was service. Her journey has taken her from tiny church pews to global travel, from rock stages to desert artist colonies, from humanitarian work to soul level healing. She's a musician, a traveler, a mystic, and a woman whose spirit has a gravitational pull. Please welcome the luminous, magnetic, utterly one of a kind, Sara Acker.
Wow.
Welcome to the
What
show.
an introduction.
I mean, but it's also true.
Wow. That's a lot to live up to.
No, but it's like
Well said. Well said.
you do it in the most humble way, and you just don't know how I don't think you know how truly amazing you are. Okay, so let's go back. We knew each other, what, 15, 20 years ago,
Yeah.
just because I dated your brother.
Yes, you
Shout out
did.
Marcus. And I got to meet you. And honestly, you were the first person, the first kind of creative I've met quite like you and quite like I just didn't know people existed in the world like you yet. I have a vivid memory of us at that Poncho's Mexican restaurant where they do the flag.
Yeah.
And you were just talking candidly and you were like, you know what, Megan? You're like, the birds are actual music instruments of the earth. And I was just like, it like open, like no one's ever told me that before. And it was just something so simple and something so just like rich and like, and I clung to it and I still remember it. And I've just admired you literally ever since. The band Inhabited was like so in my wheelhouse. It was like the music I loved, and you were just like a rock star. And like, and so I loved you from that. And then learning like the softer side of you, this like, spiritual with nature kind of side of you. Even visiting your house once, and it was so cool. And you had like sheet music on the wall
Oh,
as
yeah, sheet
wallpaper or
music.
something like
Been
that. And I'm just like, you have been like a muse for me ever since I
wow.
met you. And I don't know if you know that, but it's totally true.
Wow, beautifully said, and you are quite the poet.
No.
Yeah, you people don't come up with words like that connect and are so colorful and vivid, and the way that you're describing it now is inspiring to me. I'm like, "Wow, like, I need to step up my game on my colorful writing skills."
No, we're gonna hey, we're doing something together. Hey, watch out for the new album, Megan and Sarah, coming soon, 2026. We don't know what it's called yet, but watch out.
It's gonna be
It's
good.
gonna be great.
No doubt about it. When you were talking about the birds, I was hearing in my head, "Woke up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep. They were singing sweet songs. That's what it was
Oh my
playing as it
god.
was the
Please
background
keep
music
doing that.
for your intro.
Oh my
That's so
god.
cool that you even remember that. Wow.
No, that's so cool that you just sang that and it was so pretty.
But you heard and you had ears to hear, and then you have eyes to see. It's so cool because, I can say I like hanging out with Jackson, my nephew, because I
Mhm.
can say stuff to him and he is right there. I'm like,
Yes.
"Stop," on the walk, and the trees are blowing, and I'm like, "Do you hear that sound? It sounds like waves of water because 'cause they're really tall, and it's just like." Yeah,
Mhm. And
it's
they're like, "Yes,
but it's
kids are."
nice to in your community that you're talking about, I'm so interested to hear more about it because to be around other people that can hear and see and understand and get things, it's really that's a gift to have friends like that.
And it's, new for me. I didn't know that either, and I just kind of had, and of course, I love my friends that I have now, but to be able to have friends that just really get you, and I talk to a lot of people about feeling, like, weird as a child, and feeling, like, out of place as a
Mhm.
child, and feeling, and even with my therapist, I was like, I would watch movies and react differently than everyone else, or I could hear music and react differently than everyone else, or, like, even in my mind, I remember, like, thinking, like, "I have so much going on in my mind, like, I wonder if other people do." But it's like back then we didn't really talk about it, and it wasn't
Right,
like our parents didn't really know what to tell us or anything
right,
like that. Even though, well, yours were very musically inclined and your dad's a musician. So you come from a musical family.
right.
But maybe the language wasn't there.
Right, and I think we have more time on our hands
Mhm.
to be able to listen more, whereas,
Mhm.
like, I mean, I know my daddy was, like, working so hard, like, his
Mhm.
whole life and making music, but, it's like we've really been blessed with time to listen and hear, and and I think every generation gets something, and so the older generation passes something to us that we don't even know that we had from them because we were born with it, it's
Mhm.
like, eyes to see certain things and have certain perspectives, and then with each generation, I think each one brings something to the table,
That's absolutely true
Yeah.
because they paved the way for us to
Yes.
have the time.
Yes.
So we talked about in the intro about the band Inhabited,
Mhm.
and I wanna talk about that a little bit first.
Inhabited is very passionate about reaching out to young people through our music, through our show, when we're off stage.
So take us back to the early 2000s. How did Inhabited form? And, like, the what did being in that band mean to you at that time?
At that time, well, the band formed because we were, singing for our youth group at the time, but Marcus and I growing up, we're 7 years apart, so it was kind of like all of a sudden they asked us to do that, and we did that, and then it was cool and fun and, well, I don't know how cool it was, but it was fun.
It was so cool.
And, then we got asked to write songs for a youth event, and we hadn't done that together before, and then we wrote, like, 10 songs in, like, I don't know, 2 weeks or something, and then we performed them, and then it was like, "Whoa, this is something."
So
And
y'all had never sang and he played together before that, or did y'all do that at church?
we did that at church, but it was
Okay.
like singing other songs or
Mhm,
whatever.
mhm,
And growing up, I mean, I sang and he was really into playing guitar. I mean, that was he from the moment I can remember him, he was
mhm.
listening to Stevie Ray Vaughan and
Yes,
learning things.
very
Even still, he's always sitting with his guitar playing when he's having a conversation.
mhm.
It's almost like an extension of himself.
Right.
It really is. Yeah. So, and then, so we did that, and then, my dad bought some studio gear, and we just were having fun, and we made a record, and, my dad is very, a very, uh well-trained musician, but
Mhm.
not well-trained in the sense that it keeps him in the little box. He
Mhm.
is like, if there's a rhythm, he's I don't even know the phrasing he does.
Like, he has a
It's
natural ability.
so natural. Since he was young, he was playing, like, in clubs at, like, 13 or
That's
something,
cool.
and he was yeah, so he's taught us a lot, but, so we bought the studio gear, and he wanted it to be, quality. At that time, it was really good quality for
Mhm.
what we had to work with, and then, we made a record, and then, um, somebody heard it, a song, and they put it on the radio. So we were an independent band, we weren't thinking about being on the radio, and they put
Mhm.
it on the radio, and then all of a sudden, we started getting, like, calls, that these record labels wanted to come down and hear us
Mhm.
live, and so quite a few, maybe 5 of them,
Wow.
of the major
Like the
labels.
big ones,
Yeah, the
yeah.
big ones, they came, so we had, like, our choice of choosing, and at the time, I'm just like I remember sitting down with, one big one, I don't know if it was BMI or I don't remember who it was, but I remember sitting at this table at the Derrick Hotel, long table, and I just remember saying, "Look, you know what? I'm not gonna be this little bubblegum, like, pop
Good for you.
singer that so just wanna lay that out for you guys, like, I this is what, we're gonna do, and so that I mean, I didn't think anything of it, it was just the fire that I had for
Yes.
authenticity. I wasn't gonna sell, like, certain words, and we were gonna sing the people's songs, the kids we met on the road, or people we met or sing about our own stories, but authentically, not
Mhm.
like and that kinda stuff sells though if you put it out there.
Right, like, that's truly what people want.
Yeah, because people know when it's real,
So
it's
on that, see, a lot of all of your songs in Inhabited were, like, from personal experience or people you knew or, like, experiences in your own life.
Yeah, yeah,
That's super
absolutely, and
cool.
still even still, like, I I wish I would've gotten this finished. I wanted to sing this song today because I actually forgot about it. I was, singing at this women's conference,
Mhm.
and it was the night before I was practicing, and usually I have Marcus, right? So I was practicing late at night, and all of a sudden I had this overwhelming, like, feeling. I don't wanna cry, it was, like, that intense. I
No,
can't
go
believe I'm
for it.
feeling that because it was so long ago, but
Mhm.
she represented, like, so many people.
Mhm.
It was like I saw, like, the cost of her smile.
Mhm.
Gosh.
No, please. You're good. This is
Um,
safe space. I swear.
but it was like I felt her pain, and I didn't really see, like, a face, like, I
Uh-huh.
didn't know what she looked like,
Mhm.
but then and I actually so I pushed record on my phone, and I played piano, which I do that every once in a while, but not really in front of people, and so I pushed record because I was feeling it,
Mhm.
and then I forgot about it because I
Mhm.
was stressing out about, like, I wanted to do a good job, right? And so then all the women started coming in, and I felt the thing, like,
Like, the
I
need to say
I
those
felt the pain
the
again,
calling.
but it was,
Mhm.
like, right in front of me, but I didn't know who it was,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
so, we broke for lunch, and I was like, "Mom, I have to sing that song," but I
Mhm.
don't even know what I played, much less, like, what I sang.
Mhm.
And so, that was a really, difficult thing for me to do because I didn't wanna mess up, and I didn't
Right.
even know what I did, and so I
Right.
ran to the car and I wrote down I pushed play and wrote down as many lyrics as I could and had to
Mhm.
run back in there, and then I just sat down and did it, and, afterwards, like, women kept coming up saying, like, "That was me, like, you wrote that song for me,"
Mhm.
and, it was so emotional. I have to record it. I forgot about it, but my whole point was that that's how, like, I've always written. It's like something happens, it's for someone. My aunt got cancer, I wrote her a song. My mom had breast cancer, I wrote her a song, or, like,
It's
I
a
wrote
calling to you, and that's
Yeah.
how you express your
Yeah,
emotion
yeah,
to them.
yeah, exactly, and so that, can I go fix my makeup?
No,
I hope I wore
you can,
waterproof.
but it looks fine.
But anyways, yeah, so we've always written like that,
Yeah.
and what we feel, and Marcus on the musical side, I mean, he's like over the years, I mean, we've written every genre because we just write what we feel, and so
Mhm.
we have so much stuff that's never been heard, so
Mhm.
much stuff. I said, "Something's wrong with this," like well, I don't think normal people write stuff like that and leave it on a hard drive
And
or give it to one person and then forget about it, you
I
know?
just feel like that's just the name of the game,
Yeah.
right? Because 'Cause you're so focused on the creative side of it that, like,
Yeah.
you almost need a counterpart that's like, "Okay,
Yeah.
we need to get it
Yes,
out."
I know, that's what I said
And when
last night. I said, "We just need a manager again, dude," and he's like, "We
Yes.
just need to get the songs." I'm like, "Yeah, but we need a manager because then it would be like, do this, because 'cause we're working on the, the music,
Mhm.
you know?"
And then when it comes to you naturally like that and spiritually
Mhm.
and, like, all at once, like, it's almost a manager needs to let y'all do y'all's thing and then handle it, right?
Right,
Because
yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
maybe
exactly,
a lot of
exactly.
times they want to be like, "Okay, we're gonna write songs about this and this and
Right,
this," and
right,
they just need to trust you guys
right.
to be like your authentic self, to let things come because I think it divinely comes to you
Mhm.
in whatever form, and then you release it out, and then that's how you touch people, and then people are drawn to your music because you knew their pain. Like you were saying earlier, like you felt this pain and maybe it wasn't one girl, maybe it was the multitude of women in
Right,
there
right,
that had that same pain and that
right.
had no voice or no way to describe it, right? And music just helps people who aren't maybe like writers or like poetically inclined. Music is the one thing is more universal, right? That we can all
Right.
like
Yeah, it's
cling to. You innately hear the problems without being spoken to, and I think that's, like, a gift that you have, like,
mm.
that's, like, otherworldly, and, you just need to keep doing that.
Do you wanna be our poetic manager?
Yeah, I'm in the band.
Yes.
Can't wait.
Band number 2.
I'm in the band, you guys. You spent a lot of time traveling,
Yes.
mostly in Israel.
Mhm.
What initially drew you there for the first time?
What drew me there was I went to Mountaintop and I was, shifting into well, first I went to Taos, New Mexico and met the Indians there, and it was
Mhm.
like this spiritual experience, and
Cool.
I was really seeking deeper, because I've always felt like I've known God since I was younger and talked to God like, you know, people talk to ChatGPT, like, basically, I mean, I
Yes.
really do. It's like funny things or things are funny. That's a hilarious squirrel. Thank you for doing that for me today. Or finding like little leaves that are like hearts or rocks. Like they just pop out, it's like
Mhm.
right when I need it. And what did you ask me?
What made you wanna go to
Oh,
Israel
and
first?
so, I started studying, like, the Hebrew a lot, like, the original text of the Bible,
Mhm,
but I went all the way back to the beginning, and I just was like, "Hey," and I read a lot of other things too, and I
mhm.
talked to, like, tons of people, and I have my own connection with God, so I'm always curious, like, to hear people's stories and their
Right.
backgrounds and their experiences, and I went to the beginning and I started working on a project that's very cinematic, but it was about creation and God the artist
Mhm,
and how the creator, like everything you were talking about, like, or she was talking about the mirror, but the imperfections out there, it's not perfect,
mhm,
but it's so freaking perfect out there.
mhm,
And
mhm.
as artists, we get so hung up on like perfection or on how this looks, or is this sounding like absolutely perfect, or am I singing this perfectly on pitch? But it's like, no, it's like that raw emotion. We were never meant to, like, be perfect.
No,
We're humans.
we're drawn to the raw. We're drawn to the
Right, we're
imperfection
drawn to
because
the
it makes
raw. I
us
love that.
feel more human.
Yes, exactly, and that rawness and the, spiritual aspect of art and the creator, and it's like it says that I was reading it today, it says in the beginning, it basically says that, we're made in the likeness of God, which
Mhm,
we're made in the likeness of God, that's why we're all freaking artists, like,
mhm,
we have it in us, and
mhm,
people just haven't tapped into it, and some are, they're born with a little more, they're surrounded by it more,
mhm.
but we're like the creator, that's why we want to create, it's a natural,
Inclination
inclination.
is to
Everybody has
create.
different gifts, so we do need managers
Right,
that
we
brave, but
do need some we need some
they can be
doctors.
creative too, so I was on this, journey of, like, letting go of everything and just being like, "Who are you? Like, what I don't care, like, what that means. I just wanna know." And so I went to that mountaintop in Austin, and then I ended up in Israel, and, what was so cool is I would go to the old city in Jerusalem, and there's this hostel, and there are people from all over the world. I mean, I can sit on that rooftop and you meet people from Germany and Poland and France and Russia and all these people from all over the world come there, and everyone loves having deep conversations,
Mhm.
and it can be super fiery, but it's okay to be fiery, right? So
Right.
everybody's like very expressive and they say what they think, and it's like having a passionate conversation where even if people disagree, it's like okay to disagree and you can hang out afterwards.
Yeah,
It's
they,
like
like, wanna hear your
yeah,
side
yeah,
too.
it's so and you learn from each other's ways. So um, but what's so cool about going there, I have to say this. So that's what drew me. It was like so many mystics, so many
Mhm.
prophets, so many spiritual
Like, the
teachers
origination of
have
it all,
yeah,
and you
yeah,
needed to go.
yeah. And the feeling there is like patterns. I told you I learned from patterns.
Mhm.
So after going back and forth, it's like my gifts. It's really weird. It's like my gifts are they're like super. If there's a
Mhm.
volume and I'm
Mhm.
5 here, it's like I'm 10 there. I don't
Mhm.
want it to be that way, trust me, I do
Mhm.
not want it to be that way.
Right.
But it's like something in the air,
Mhm.
and it's so ancient, it's like walking in a history book, and I
Yes.
have so many friends from so many different walks of life, so many cities there, and different upbringings and stories and histories, and, but that rooftop, well, I wanna tell you this story, what's so cool, I met these people in 2022, and I had gone there and I wanted to seek and I wanted to just hear. I'm just like, I was overwhelmed. I need to just be
Mhm.
quiet, and I had my guitar, wasn't really playing it very much, but I had it up there, and these 2 people come up there, and they're like, "Hey, like, what's up?" And I'm like, "Hi." I want trying to be nice, but
Right.
I really don't wanna talk, and
Right.
so I'm like, "Shut off." And, they keep going, and I'm like, "Okay, okay, they're cool, yeah, they're cool."
Mhm.
So they start talking to me, and they said, "Hey, there's a birthday party tonight. Will you play on this rooftop a song?" So I have a song called "We're Humanity," and, it
I
was
love that
actually
song. I know that song.
you know that song?
Yes.
And, so I sang that for them, and then that was in June. I went back in September, and they happened to be there, and we became friends on Facebook. Well, they asked me to come on their bus and play for, like, I don't know, 60 people, so I walk on this bus, like, the next trip, right? They're from Holland. I call
Cool.
them my crazy Dutch family. I got on the bus, and I was still healing from
Mhm.
being quiet, so it was a lot of my massive shifts of healing have happened there because
Mhm.
it puts you in a position. I mean, I'm by myself. I'm clear across the world.
Right.
It's you never know what's going to happen, and it's like miracles, like crazy stuff happens. So I meet these people. I play for the birthday party. Like a few months later, I play on the bus for these people and at this beautiful place, called Ian Getty, and then they, send me an email and say, when we get back home, "Hey, do you wanna come and do, like, a concert for us?" So I ended up because of that rooftop
So
at this,
cool.
it's like an ancient stone building. It's in the old city, and so it has a panoramic view, so it's like you can see everything, and there's, like, church bells, and there's, like, the Muslim prayers, and then, you just hear, like, the people about on that rooftop. From that, I went to Holland, and I did, 2 concerts there with my Dutch family. I call them my crazy Dutch family.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then the next year, went back again. And then they invited me to Israel. And then, yeah, so it's been even this past trip, they ended up showing up. I call them my managers too
Mhm.
because they make things happen, and it's so nice because I can just go in and sing. And
Is it like wife husband duo, or what is it?
it's actually a group, and this
Just a
is the
group of
first
people?
time that they're not a wife and husband, but they have like a business type thing they
Okay.
do. I forgot what it's called, but they help people.
Okay, like a
Basically, yes, like they
humanitarian
help people.
organization. We talked about the rooftop and you met the people, and you are these the same people? Because we talked earlier about you, then going to work in a like a hotel kind of hostel situation.
right? These aren't the same
That
people.
sound that sounded like a weird, like a hostile situation,
A
but it
hostel situa You know what's
don't
so
like that.
funny? I had never even heard of a hostel before. Apparently, every single person I know has seen some crazy, scary, psychotic movie about some scary hostel or
But
something.
no, I've seen
I've
a
never
lot of
even
people go to hostels in, like, in a
I think it
non-scary
it
way.
was it was 2015 or 16, I think, was the first time I went, and it was just because, it was on that rooftop, and they had backpackers from all over the world.
Mhm,
It's, like, on the 5th or 6th story, and it's so cool. Okay, it's so freaking cool. And so there's all these backpackers, but they're sleeping on the rooftop, and I was, like, calling my friend there, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cool," and she's like, "Sarah, you're sleeping on a rooftop on a mattress, like, with all these people," and I was like, "No, this is, like" it was only $15. It's more expensive now, they don't do the rooftop anymore, it's more of a hangout thing, but
mhm,
it was, like it was insane in the conversations, like I said. Okay, so on the rooftop, I'm asleep, and, I this kid is smoking a cigarette. I wake up, he's sitting over smoking a cigarette, and I don't know why. I think I got up and smoked a cigarette with him or something.
mhm,
I don't know.
mhm.
I don't remember, but it's like 1:30 in the morning, and he starts talking about this place called Me'ever, this artist community, this artist colony in the desert, and I'm like, "Well, I have never been to the desert before," and
What's it called?
I've had
What'd
this
you say it's
draw,
called?
Me'ever, it's
Ever?
Meever.
Okay, Ever.
So, I'm like, "This is so intriguing, I'm about to go home, I'm gonna do it." But you have to, like, get on a bus, and it's, like, out there, and I don't know what I'm doing, right? I wasn't even, like, knowing about looking up the bus thing on your phone, you can do
Mhm,
that, right? So, I'm just asking people, which everyone's so they'll tell you where to go, it's so nice. And so, um, I get out there in the middle of nowhere, it's like a 4-hour bus ride to, like, the other side of the country, it's, like, 4 hours this way and 4 hours I was it's really small,
mhm,
but there's so much different landscape. So I get to this, area, and I don't know where to go, but I find it, and I go in, and I stay for, like, 2 days, and I meet all these people, and they're just, like, all artists, all uniquely so different and so free-spirited. Like, I
mhm,
mean, it was like acrobatics, like circus, they had ecstatic dance. I'd never done that before, and I told you it was like a time of healing for me. I
mhm,
was, like, very closed off, and nobody was paying attention to anyone. Everybody's doing their own thing, and I experienced that. It was so liberating. I'd never done that in my whole life, and
mhm,
so it was, really incredible, and so after that, I was supposed to come home, and somebody said something about staying, and I was like, "Staying?" And so they asked me if I wanted to stay, so I ended up staying a month. You worked, like, 5 hours a day,
mhm.
and, some of the work is, like, if you wanna paint, like, the outside and make it better and you love painting and you do your thing, like or if you're love gardening and you see this
Yeah,
area,
it's like help out
go
where
for
you
it. Yeah, it's
can.
like everyone brings the
Mhm,
travelers bring their artistic
mhm,
ability too. And so and then they had music and it was just like I've never seen anything like this. In that desert place, I was shattered, and in that silence, you were talking about
mhm,
being still earlier.
mhm,
And it's very difficult to be still
mhm,
when you have a lot of trauma and a lot of brokenness going on inside, and that was a space where I was able to be still, and I was like they were so loving and accepting and welcoming of everyone, and it was
mhm,
just, like, creative collaboration all the time. I
mhm,
hadn't written a song in 2 years. I wrote a song
mhm,
for the first time in 2 years that was very unlike me, like, as long as I've been songwriting, and so it was like major breakthroughs. Yeah, so it's just, I learned a lot there. I've healed a lot there, so I keep
yeah,
going back because every time I go back, it's like, this major shift, and there's something really crazy from the patterns I've realized through the trips, and from experience a couple of times with other people.
mhm.
I usually go by myself, but now I like going with other people now that I met my people from Holland because it's
Right,
like, wow, okay, so I have my time and then meet up with them.
right.
But, I haven't done ayahuasca or whatever
Mhm, mhm.
these
You
trips
haven't?
that people go on,
Mhm,
but the way that it's described, I'm not saying it's like that by any means. What I'm saying is that something happens when you stay there for, like, any time a week or whatever, it happens every time. Whatever's inside you just starts to surface,
Mhm.
and it's like you are forced to deal with it. Like,
Mhm.
you're forced to look at it, you're forced to see it,
Mhm.
and it's something about the energy. It's like purifying energy, or it could be like you're at a crossroads, so you choose to, like, keep it or you choose to
Mhm.
deal with it. But every single time I've, experienced this, and I think I'm not going to, because 'cause I'm like, "Oh, I'm healed. I'm
Yeah.
good, I'm fine," and then
Right.
every time it's like, "Whew, that was intense and difficult."
I feel like anytime that you're so far removed from your norm, you have a
Definitely,
shift. So what's it
definitely.
like to come back?
Difficult.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Actually, this past trip, I tried to really prepare myself because when I was more broken, I was going and coming back, it was a more of like a disaster.
Mhm.
Not a disaster, but it was like such an extreme transition for me because I feel so alive there. I feel
Mhm.
so I don't have to know anyone. It's like I feel like I know everyone. Not
Right.
everyone, but it's like
Like
it's
everyone's a
just
friend.
something is it's just I don't know. It's really special, and I've traveled, like, a lot of places. I've never had this experience, which is why I keep going back. But I was gonna say the other thing is, and especially over the last 2 years, because I've observed these people for a long time,
Mhm.
just observing. I like observing,
Yes.
watching patterns. Like, the light that I already saw in so many people and the art, it's like, instead of becoming like victims, like the art that's come out of pain, and I think that's the other thing that's been so inspiring to me all these years is like, wow, I'm so inspired because my pain, I mean, it's a big deal. It's a big deal, but, like, to see people, make art out of, like, the most, tragic, horrific,
Mhm.
thing I can't even imagine,
Mhm.
pain, I'm
Like
like,
people of
how
wartime.
I don't know that I would do that. And
Mhm.
so it's just been so inspiring, like, artistically, as an artist, I'm just like
Mhm.
yeah, so I go there and I write. I would like to stay longer because I could probably write a book in a week if I stayed a
Right.
little longer.
Right.
Yeah, it's just mind-blowing.
Sarah, are you ready for our hot seat
I
segment?
don't know. I don't know if
I
I'm gonna
know
know.
you're
Are these
so
questions I don't know if
ready.
we're gonna know the answers
No, they're
that
the
normal people
easiest
know?
questions. All right.
Okay.
What's the wildest thing that's ever happened to you backstage?
Well, I met a girl and she said that she had cancer, and so I followed up like I do with my emails, and then I met her at Starbucks. I took my mom, and as we were talking, I said, we were leaving. I said, "Mom, she doesn't have cancer." And she's like, "Sarah, I cannot believe you would say that." And I was like, "Mom, I don't. It's something's off, something's off." And so because I had given her like another pass to go to another concert to be with all these people that she loved. Anyways, come to find out, her dad emailed me one day and was like, "I'm sorry, but her, it was like children's whatever wish thing. It's
Make a
she
wish.
doesn't have cancer. She had shaved her head and all this stuff. So that's crazy, but I can think of another one because that's kind of
No, that's perfect. So she was like a make a wish kid that wanted to meet you?
But she wasn't a Make a Wish kid. She was totally healthy. She faked it. Yeah, she had a wheelchair and everything. But when I met her,
That is the craziest
but
thing
there
I've
was
ever
so
heard
much
in my
energy around.
entire
There's so
life.
many people around, right?
Uh-huh.
So, had performed, had sang, and then we're talking to people, and then she was talking about her wish, and so let's connect. And outside of the show, it was at Astroworld or something,
Mhm.
and then we met at Starbucks. I took my mom, and then I was like,
You're
she
like,
even brought
something's
a
off.
picture book and showed pictures, and her and her friends and her whole it wasn't real,
That's wild.
right?
What's your favorite song right now?
Oh man, I don't even know.
Or what do you want to?
Oh, it's that. Ironically, I've sung worship songs and stuff, but over the last like 15 years, I haven't listened to any of it. And so I'm like, people will tell me a song and I'm listening to it, and let's just say anyway. So all that to say, cut. Let's start over. My favorite song. There's a song called "Hard Fought Hallelujah"
Okay.
that I really like,
Hard Fought Hallelujah.
but it's got a great video, and it's like fighting through hell.
Yes.
Wait, that was a horrible melody. That was so pitchy.
Okay, stop. We're moving on. Would you choose a window seat or an aisle seat?
Window seat, but then like on this last trip, I had the window seat, and then it's like I have to go to the bathroom a lot, so it's iffy, So short flight, window seat; long flight, aisle.
Love it. Well, this is a loaded question because I feel like you are okay. You have 10 seconds to answer this. What's
I
the
don't
most
do well at
chaotic
these
thing
things.
in your notes app?
Good Lord, have mercy. That's why it's a big deal to write your stuff in notes. I'm going back to my journal because, yeah, notes, dude, oh my gosh. My soul's in there. It's like the worst. Like, I'm like, yeah, it's bad. I mean, it's not, it's just chaos is in there, order's in there, peace and tranquility. But yeah.
Writing session or recording session?
Oh, they're two different worlds. It's like if having kids, if you had a son and daughter or brother, sister. Dude, writing session.
Thank you. Performing solo or with a band?
Band.
What's one fashion trend from your touring days that you wish you could make a comeback?
My hairdo.
Wait, explain it.
Well, at one point I bleached my hair all blonde and I wanted dreads, so I got the stuff. It's in an orange little container. It's something wax, bees, I don't know. But I took every single strand of my hair and I twisted them all the way around my head so it was shorter. But people love this hairdo, but it took a really long time to do. Yeah.
Are there like your album? Some of your album covers have like, you have really cool hair.
Yeah.
Side.
My first one was the blonde, shorter hair, all blonde, and then the other one was I used to have this great hairdresser, and then she left town. When she left town, I lost her.
I have had the best time I've had this whole time sitting here with you today. I can't express to you how grateful I am, truly how
Dude, I'm
honored
so
I
grateful
feel
for you
to have this conversation with you. And I know you're a true person and a true gem and otherworldly. And I know you are going to continue to do great things. You've done so many good things, and I'm just happy to know you and happy to be your friend, and I look forward to our future friendship. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Before I
having me.
let Sarah go, I'm gonna make her perform for us just one song.
Tell me if I overdrive. All right. We are spinning around, got our feet planted on the ground, and we are all much the same. We're from different places, we got different names, but we're born to shine. We are mankind in the Creator's image of light. We're made to be free, oh crown rulers, you see. We must repair all the earth, you and me, 'cause we are humanity. Together we can do anything, oh, and make of the world, oh, a better place. United in love, oh, we are one race. Oh, la, 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 one race. You have a destiny so much greater than what you can see, and you are, oh, you're born to rise. Lift your generation high. Remember, what you decided will affect us all worldwide, 'cause we all share what's inside our Creator's breath of life, because we are humanity. Together we can do anything, oh, and make of the world, oh, a better place. United in love, oh, we are one race, and we are humanity. To each our responsibility, oh, to defend the weak, to help those in need. For our Creator, one love, oh, one love, you and me. Oh, one love, you and me, yeah. We can change all the world. We can change all the world. You and me, we can heal this world. Let it shine, let your light, let it shine. Oh, let it shine.
Oh my God, I want to cry. This has been a true gem of an interview, and really take everything from what she has to say, take it to your heart because it's from her heart. Well, love you. Bye.
Bye. Mwah.
All right, besties, my glass is empty, but my cup is full, and that means it's the end of the episode. Remember that you can't have butterfly conversations with caterpillar people and that everyone out there is trying their best. Love you. Bye. You can find the Mommy Artist podcast on YouTube to watch the full video. Give it a like, hit subscribe, and come back next week for more iconic chaos and creative magic. But no worries if not.